Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and Wally Hatchett's Comfort Food and Drinks at 6439 Summer Avenue.
Good Saturday morning and welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. And thanks for joining us from AM 790 here in Memphis and 92.9 FM. And also joining us on AM 1520 and 95.3 FM in Brownsville and News Talk 101.5 in beautiful Jackson, Tennessee. And here he is, the host with the most, newly inducted into the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame, Larry Ray.
All right, yes. And thank you, John Gordon. You read that really nicely that you'd written down there. So,
well, I didn't write that down.
No, you did. It came right off your head. That was ad-libbing. Yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't have the...
Well, I thought you might want to mention this next guest, too, because I think you were able to secure this on the last moment before this young man was leaving for Europe or someplace like that. No, it was McGee.
It was McGee.
McGee. That's Fibber McGee and Molly from old days, Ron. But anyway, who we got here? Because I'm really excited to talk to this young man.
Joining us today is one of the newest employees, Matt Harrison. Is joining us. He's the communications and stakeholder specialist now, and we really are having to think at DU in a different way in a lot of things because of the changing of the way media is absorbed and social media has become such a huge thing.
That's right.
And Matt has lived in that world for several years now and has really become somebody who knows what you need to do to really attract that younger audience. And that's the thing. We've got DU has a lot of people that in our age group that follow our programs
your
and
age
stuff
group.
And your age group too, Larry. I mean,
there are some old ones out there too,
but
oldies but
we're
goldies.
really trying. If you're going to capture the new audience, the people that are going to support you, the coming years, you've got to really get after these young folks. So that's where Matt comes in, and I think he's going to be a tremendous asset.
Well, Matt Harrison, good morning, Matt, and welcome to Outdoors.
Good morning.
Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Welcome to Ducks Unlimited. Welcome to your time here, and I think that's the longest introduction we've ever done for anybody, before. But John was rolling out the superlatives out there. We didn't want to stop him. We could have gone all the way back to his dad with the Oakland A's as a shortstop.
You could go there.
His days as a left-handed pitcher, Meridian Junior College down there. But we really we're breaking the record today. Here it comes, folks. I'm going to give away, not a trip with Ron, but I'm going to give away a prize to someone out there because we're making the radio history on this. And listen to this, folks. No radio show that I know of in the outdoor world has ever had two guests on the same show, both from the same college, Arkansas Monticello. both. By the nickname, and what is that nickname again, John?
It's the Boll Weevils.
It is the Boll Weevils.
Boll Weevils.
There you go. So if anybody out there wants to send me an email at lroutdoors@att.net and say Arkansas Monticello Boll Weevils, I will make sure that we get you something. Maybe it's not Nash Buckingham's shotgun, but it'll be something. But this is. I was just stunned, Matt, that we in this show today that early on we had Bo Dotley, and Bo went to Arkansas Monticello, and
wow!
Then we close it out with you and to do this. But talk about your job there, and I know that your background and where you've been. You've been a youth pastor. You got really strong Christian feelings like I do and things along that line, but I think you're pretty excited about joining the DU team. So tell us about it.
Yes, sir. Well, first off, I want to thank y'all both, Mr. Larry and Mr. John, for having me on. It's such an honor to be a part of this. So, Mr. John hit a little bit about me, but I'll dive in a little bit more. So I'm born and raised in central Mississippi in a small town called McGee, Mississippi.
Yes.
I went to Simpson Academy, little bitty small private school there, graduated there, went on to play 2 years of college baseball, at Meridian Community College, and then went on to there. And I spent my junior year at Nicholls State in Thibodaux, Louisiana,
Yes.
and then ended up wrapping up my senior year and senior year of ball at the University of Arkansas, Monticello. Go Boll Eagles.
Yes, go Bo Weevils, yeah.
So I have a little bit of a unique story because the ending of my college career was also the pandemic when it all started and kicked off whenever everything got shut down. So believe it or not, little funny little story here. I was actually in the bullpen warming up against Delta State whenever my pitching coach said they are shutting school down. So I was warming up during the middle of the game. By the time the game ended, our coach had informed us that we were being sent home. So they sent us home. That during the game, they let us know that we were going to be sent home. So we get on the bus, travel back to Arkansas. We pack our bags, go home. So we were sent home during the middle of my senior year. I had not finished my degree yet due to, being sent home. And I was at the house. I started kind of, brainstorming of what I wanted to do. I was going to get my interdisciplinary studies degree at Arkansas Monticello. I had plans to coach and teach. But being sent home, I didn't have a degree to fall back on as of yet. So I picked up my camera, which I'm passionate about, started doing some wedding photography, senior photography. But that was kind of a way just to get by. I started my own business, but I was passionate about the outdoors. So I started incorporating shooting some duck hunting videos / pictures for a couple brands, one of which was Drake Waterfowl, Reed K is a shotgun. So that I got my foot in the door kind of that way. Was able to meet some really amazing people. If I began to name people, we wouldn't have enough time. So there's a lot of people that, really helped me get my foot in the door. And so I was actually in Nashville at the NWTF banquet. Yes. And I was there with a girl by the name of Sydney Wells. She runs Martial Outdoors. Her dad is Tim Wells, well-known hunter. Yeah. We did a short little video there of just kind of micing people up and just asking them questions. Ended up going really viral. So one of the social media people, Mallory at Ducks Unlimited, saw our video and invited us to come to DUX there at the expo. So we went, and that's really where I was able to meet a lot of the DU. There you go. DU employees. So, that's kind of how it all got started, and the rest is history, I guess. And I've been at it a little over a month, and man, I'm so thankful to be able to work for an organization like DU that has the same mission that aligns with me for not only for just hunting ducks, whatever, but for the conservation side and to fill the skies for the future. So I'm super excited, and I'm thank the Lord for it all. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in the position I am. And you're putting some mileage in between McGee and Memphis. You know that now. So I mean, you're at DU headquarters, and then you're also at McGee. And again, we're talking to Matt Harrison, and you might explain this to me. I understand communications, a stakeholder specialist. I mean, yes, sir. The stake, I think, maybe. Outback or someplace like that. I mean. So what is the state? John, tell us. Well,
go ahead, Matt. John. Well, it's just
you go ahead.
It's really working within the industry, the outdoor industry. Right? Okay. So Matt has a lot of contacts with their, like I do, with a lot of these different companies, with Mossio, with Drake, people we work with on an everyday basis. So what he's going to do a lot of is really work with the media. Okay. Structuring media camps. Different things, really getting the DU name out there on another level. Yes, and the social media part of it. And the social media part of it, too, because it's that's such a huge part of all of it now. Yeah. Matt and I were with Zach Escherman, our new videographer, last weekend north of Nashville, hunting, early season Canada geese. And Matt and Zach and I had a long conversation about how we build this thing, how we really take what we're doing to another level and really reach a new audience. So that's what Matt is really going to focus on. And Matt, how do you feel about that?
Like Mr. John had just mentioned, we had a long conversation. I'm sure you know this as well, Mr. Larry, how camp you can really open up and just have conversations that I feel like you couldn't have anywhere else except at a camp. That's right. So we had a great conversation of just, sharing our thoughts and vision about how we can, as as a group, as a team, how can we reach that audience that isn't quite being reached how it should? And we all know, especially us here, talking on this show right now, we all love the outdoors. I know I was lucky enough to have a Papaw who showed me kind of the ropes. But, there's a lot of kids that aren't out there that have that opportunity, and there's a lot of kids that aren't being quite reached the way they should. So, I feel like we as a hunter, and not even just Ducks Unlimited, I feel like it's our job to not only encourage but figure out ways to get them more involved, and how do they enjoy it. Like, you got to make it enjoyable. We know that. There's different avenues you can make it that way. So that's one of the hardest things. I feel like in a lot of jobs is how can you reach the audience that isn't quite being reached? Because we know Ducks Unlimited is, I think, hands down the best organization in the world, and we have over 750,000 members, which is unreal. But I still feel like that there's a lot of youth out there, a lot of middle to lower age that aren't quite getting, what we do, and getting the message, the mission. What is Ducks Unlimited about? Yeah. And it's not, a lot of people don't have quite the vision that DU really has, and I want them to understand that, because I'll be completely honest with you, I didn't, as a hunter, as a Southern kid, I didn't even quite understand the DU mission, and now just working a little over a month, I'm like, holy cow, like, this organization is awesome, and I get obsessed with it, and I catch myself just reading articles on our website and just scrolling and just reading and learning about our mission. What are we doing in certain states? Because if it wasn't for an organization like Ducks Unlimited, what are we doing for our habitat for waterfowl? What are we doing for conservation? What are we doing as a hunter to preserve that for our future generations? And I think if we can somehow get that middle to lower range age people to understand that and get them invested in it, it would just make us all as a whole lot better. So like Mr. John said, it's strategic. It's hard because you've got to figure out the right ways, the wrong ways, and just getting everybody on the same game plan and attacking that.
I tell you what, I'm fired up. Sign me up, okay? I mean,
I call him.
We don't have but a couple of minutes here.
I call him Matty Sunshine, man, because the energy.
He's pretty low key. I can see he's really low key.
The energy is contagious. Man. You can't be around it without.
I don't think he's had an energy drink either here. I think he had. Hey, Matt, we got to go. Thank you, buddy, for being with us. We look forward to working with you and. Anything we can do here, John knows that. We'll be glad to use you. So just keep the faith, man, and keep spreading that message, just what you said right there. All right? Have a great weekend.
Thank y'all so much.
Right,
y'all
buddy.
Take care, and God bless.
All right. Let's let me let the next week's show real quickly. Frank Barton will be here before he heads out to Oregon for the Master National Championship. Hopefully Bill Dance will be in. Dale Sanders, we're going to try to hook him up with that. Talk catfishing next week. And then a couple of weeks to get Ron back in for BW, Bonus Wong. Y'all have a great weekend. Ron, it's good to see you.
Always good to be here,
John,
Larry. And
man, great time.
Great time.
Keep the faith. You're doing well.
And don't forget, it doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And we're so thankful we have Shelby McCall. And also, what else?
God bless the USA.